Tomato, when I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got your...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Houston Texans.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Don't be scared.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
90 is a mic. You got nothing to win. You got nothing.
On first down, Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Luck. Got his man, it's Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. To throw is Luck. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love. Catch is made by Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing his luck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Clock throwing again. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. These two teams all tied after one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Geis, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill. Take 4. Hey, watch that. Check. Quick to edge.
Now a handoff looking right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Set. 18. Mike's 50. Mike's 55. Here we go, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On first down, this is Geis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
This is Geis. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. Big hit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Like it's set. 19. Watch twist. Switch. Watch that. Check 3. Line them up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 18. 24. At 25.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, it's Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Kill. Mexico.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Line 40. Watch the pass. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 11. 90 is a mark.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lloyd. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. Shit. Single. Single in the slot. Single. 12. Alert 3. 12.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Go! 12. 90 is a mic. I'm going to come back to you. 90 is a mic. Crunch time, defense.
3rd and long. It's Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's not going to get me. 90 is a mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the red zone now, Love. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Minus that. 19. Here we go. Here we go. 24. Here we go. Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Watch the shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, it's Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
No.
This is Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
There they went with the elusive, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide, give wide.
Now a run with Geis. Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check. Crunch. 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 Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, 31. It's a safety creep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert, alert. Watch the shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Watson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And an alley to run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Come on, fellas.
A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
First down, Chargers.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Geis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They come out here in the I. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Darius Geis with touchdown number 20 on the year as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico!
Here's Geis. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Now Locke. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Luck now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
25, check 25, 40, easy, alert. Come on. Bud. I got you. 90 is the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop, let's go.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shoot. Kill.
Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check. Quick edge. Go. Check it.
Watson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on.
First throw in overtime for Lott. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
On first down, it's long. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
90 is the mark. Here we go. Mexico. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. 90 is the mic. Man out. Kill. Turn.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
You got it.
They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Check nine. Alert flow. 55's my guy. 55.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and Rnfl